With the skyrocketing fuel prices, some people have been saying that van and skoolie life is dead. But in this video, I'm going to give you 5 reasons why skyrocketing fuel prices might be the best thing ever to happen to your van life dream. No, van and skoolie life is not dead. And I'm not a crazy lunatic. Let me explain. Let's jump in to reason number 1. Reason number 1. Less chaos, more rejuvenation. You know, I've spent the last 20 years, or at least a good part of it, backpacking around the world. And I typically spend about 1 to 3 months in every country. Now I realize I'm pretty lucky to have this much time, but I was astounded because I'd meet other people who had only, say, 2 weeks. And I figured, well, they're only going to see a couple of places and come back and see the rest of the country on, another 1 or 2 trips. But no, they were going to do the entire country in 2 weeks. And not only that, they were going to visit the 2 neighboring countries as well. What? Oh, and they couldn't stay for breakfast and talk. They had to grab something and run because they had places to go. So the reason I'm telling you this is because I want to suggest that slowing our travels down might make them less chaotic and allow us to rejuvenate a little bit more. No driving in our van all day, only stopping to grab a couple of Instagram photos and then rushing off to the next photo shoot. Honey? Sweetie? I've got our itinerary for tomorrow all worked out in a Gantt chart on the computer. We'll get up and eat a cold breakfast to get a fast launch. We can start hiking up to the bombastic waterfall right after that, and just use small twigs and moss to brush our teeth as we go. Actually, if we run the trail, we should be able to make it in 94 minutes. Then we can spend 12 minutes getting a couple of Instagram photos of you at the waterfall. You know, the classic shot of you faking falling off the log that juts into the water. And another of you doing that back bridge yoga move on the bridge that crosses the river in front of the falls. It'll be awesome sauce. Then we'll run another 94 minutes back to the parking lot and drive 3 hours until we hit that gas station. You know, the one voted to have the most beautiful washroom in the state. We can check it out for more photos and take care of some business in style if we need to, if you know what I mean. After that, we can grab some gas station snacks and then drive until dark, and we should hit the state border around 11 p.m., doing the entire state in 1 day. That's half the time that Chad and Fifi took. What? How about chilling? For the entire afternoon? At the bombastic lake after the falls? Chilling? What does that even mean? What will we do? Maybe we need to think of driving somewhere and settling down to fully explore the area. So maybe someplace that you'd normally spend only a couple of hours in, you stop for a couple of days. Or somewhere where you'd spend a couple of days, you stop for a week. And where you'd stop for a week, maybe you spend an entire month exploring. Reason number 2, more to look forward to. What I mean is that by slowing down and taking the time to more thoroughly explore each of the places you visit, you're going to cover less ground, naturally. What this means is you're going to keep a lot of places under wraps to explore later on future trips. It's like you're squeezing as much experience and enjoyment as you can out of every place you visit. Reason number 3, a boost to your physical health. When you explore a new town or city, instead of driving around from place to place, consider walking more often, or getting a bicycle, or even a scooter. There's now even electronic versions of bikes and scooters if you're not physically able. By driving less and getting around under your own power, your physical health may never be better. Reason number 4, much richer interactions. Have you ever had a meal that you were so hungry that you just started inhaling it, gobbling it down? Your eyes were huge, and within a few minutes, before you knew it, the entire thing was gone. And you hardly even remembered eating it. You didn't really enjoy it. Well, if you were to slow down and eat with intention, cutting up and eating small bites, savoring the taste and aroma, the spice, and taking your time to enjoy the meal, it's going to be a much richer experience. So if you're driving less and getting out from behind the wheel of your vehicle, you're going to have much richer experiences. By walking or riding your bike, travel is going to be slower. You're going to see more detail. You'll have the option to stop more often, to interact, to smell the roses. Instead of getting a really quick, wonderful waft of aroma through your open window as you drive by a bakery, you'll instead be able to pause on the street and look through the window, seeing the wonderful spread of baked goods, and savor the aromas wafting through the open doors of the bakery. And heaven forbid, maybe you can even go inside and enjoy one of those tasty treats, taking a break before you move on down the street, exploring and finding your next adventure. Going forward, I'm going to be making lots of videos on new and fresh ways to look at van and skoolie life. Everything from the actual lifestyle itself to examining the ways we actually do our builds and maybe seeing if we can do them in a smarter way that works better for us. So if you don't think I'm a crazy lunatic, then I'd be honored if you would subscribe to my channel. It's the only way you can support me and let me know that you like what I'm doing and you want me to continue making more videos. And reason number 5, more money for local experiences. If we're not driving as much and we're not spending as much money on fuel, well, we'll have more money in our pockets to spend on the local culture, events, and attractions. Some of these things are getting more and more expensive, so sometimes we'd normally have to bypass them. But with a little more money in our pocket from not driving, we can maybe afford to do more of these things instead. So what I'm saying is skyrocketing fuel prices does not mean van and skoolie life is dead. What it means is that for some of us, it might change a little bit. Maybe there'll be a lot less driving around and a lot more experiencing where we are, taking the time to more fully absorb and explore the people, places, and things around us, and allowing us to do it in a more relaxed, less stressed way, and maybe even giving our physical health a boost in the process. So for now, I wish you safe travels, less driving, and seeing more. And I hope to see you in the next video. Bye for now.